Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I even had to buy an amiibo. It's that good of a game. Dangerous to go alone, take this! I am such a child. So it's been over 3 weeks since the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game came out on both the Nintendo Switch and the Wii U. And I beat it about a week ago, and I've just been so busy with school and life that I just haven't been able to film my review on it. And I just wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way because I've got more videos coming soon in the next week, and I just wanted to go ahead and get this over with. And I think this is going to be a pretty straightforward video because I kind of agree with what everybody is saying out there. This game is amazing. Oh my god. I love this game, and I think it is one of the best Legend of Zelda games out there. I really loved Ocarina of Time, and I do love the Zelda franchise and for what it does in terms of adventure and puzzles, but this was such a game changer, and I can't see them making another Legend of Zelda game after this. This was such a huge game, and I can't see them doing something as better as this. This was just an amazing experience, and I recommend anybody to get a Nintendo Switch or get it on the Wii U just to play this game. Like, it is so good. So Legend of Zelda is like most Zelda games. It's Link trying to save Zelda the princess, but it adds this little spin to it. Link wakes up after 100 years of being asleep, and Hyrule is under the siege by this kind of creature. Not gonna go into spoilers as to what this creature is, but it's a throwback to a classic Legend of Zelda character. When Link wakes up, he has no memory. He has no idea who he is. He goes around Hyrule, and he's being recognized by people who have, for some reason, been around for 100 years. I don't know. I mean, it's different creatures, so I guess they can live past, like, a human lifespan, but he's being recognized by all these different creatures, and they're saying to him that he was a hero, he was the knight of Zelda, the princess, and it's up to him to wake up these 4 divine beasts to help him defeat this creature in Hyrule. Gameplay in this game is super freaking addictive and amazing. And one of the many things that I notice about it that I haven't really seen in other Legend of Zelda games is the durability of the weapons. Like, you don't just get a sword and you keep the sword for a majority of time. You have to use different weapons around you and anything that you can find. You actually start off the game with nothing. Like, you start off half naked, kinda, which is kinda odd. And then you go out into Hyrule and you can find, like, maybe a tree branch laying by, or maybe just a stick, and then you can go off and use that tree branch or whatever to, like, kill enemies and take their weapons and stuff. You start off with nothing in this game, and this game is very similar to other games where, especially in the beginning, I kind of was reminded by Dark Souls a little bit, because you're dealing with very durable weapons and you have to leap out of the way when an enemy is swinging at you, and at first you die pretty easily because you start out with, like, maybe 3 or 4 hearts. And that was just something I really appreciated as a mechanic, where I had to use everything around me to just survive. It's a very survival-like Zelda game, and you have to use different resources around you, especially the resource of food. You have to eat in this game in order to maintain your health, and that was something that I really enjoyed, actually, too, was, like, going to, like, a cooking pot and taking different things from around the area and just making your own, like, dish, your own food. So I was thinking to myself, like, that's really cool. It's, like, a really cool mechanic, and, like, making all these different foods. I thought that was a really cool feature as well. Also, a key feature that I really liked about this game is paragliding, and you need it in Breath of the Wild because this is probably the biggest landscape that I have seen in a Legend of Zelda game. I couldn't have seen myself completing this game without fast traveling and paragliding, because without that, I would have been walking around for days. I probably would have had to get a horse and then travel by using horse, but then my horse probably would have hated me, we would have gotten into a fight, he would have left, and then I probably would have been depressed for a long majority of time because my horse left me, and then I probably would have killed myself. This got dark. But going back to paragliding, I think it was a really good add-on to the game. While I was paragliding, I was looking around and looking at just the huge landscape of Hyrule, and I just really enjoyed just looking around and seeing how big this area was in this game. I also love the puzzles in this game. How they handled it is that there's different runes in this game where you have to find these runes. You go up to a tower and you look around and you, like, scan to see if there's any runes nearby. You go to this rune and you either solve a puzzle or you defeat enemies in order to gain orbs. And once you gain 4 orbs, you can go and pray at this church or sanctuary, and you can gain a heart or stamina. And that's actually one of the little things that I really questioned in this game, is use of stamina, really. Like, I get it, you need stamina to run fast. That makes total sense. Like, you need to press down on the B or A, but I forgot which button it was. You need to press down on a button to run fast, which totally makes sense. Like, if you're sprinting, you're gonna get tired for a little bit. That's fine. That is the definition of stamina. However, when you're just doing simple stuff like swimming, like, not just, like, fast swimming, but just swimming, and then you die after, like, 10 seconds of swimming, like whenever you're swimming just normally and then you drown. I thought that was a little weird. I pushed it to the side because I thought to myself, like, you know what, you would need strength to swim, like you're using your arms and everything, so that made total sense. But when you're just paragliding and you're just there holding on to the paraglide and you know, you're using stamina that way and you're just going down, you're just paragliding. Why would you be like losing stamina? That's, I don't know. I thought that was kind of stupid, but I pushed it aside because everything else in this game is near perfect. I love this game to death. And honestly, I have to say, this is one of the most successful launch titles on a new console I have ever seen. If you think about it, the Nintendo Switch has nothing going for it right now. I mean, there's a couple different games, but as far as like Nintendo-esque games, this is the only one, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I was actually very surprised that they didn't release Super Mario Odyssey when the Switch first came out, but they just released Breath of the Wild. Like, that was the only major thing that they released, and it totally works. Like, it is such a successful game. I absolutely loved it. I wouldn't say that I'm the hugest Zelda fanatic. I have played Ocarina of Time and other Zelda games, but this is the first one where I could not put the controller down. I had to beat it before I reviewed it, and I absolutely loved it. Guys, definitely check out Breath of the Wild. It is such a huge experience, and it's really cool to play on the Switch too, because you can play it on your TV, or you can play it outside, like on the Switch handheld. I didn't have any problems whatsoever playing it on either or, so that's a huge plus. So definitely think about getting a Switch to play this game. If you can't get a Switch, I mean, it's also available on the Wii U, but the Wii U, they stopped production on the Wii U, so there's not really any point of getting a Wii U except for just playing Legend of Zelda and maybe like Smash Bros or something, I don't know. So yes guys, that was my review of Breath of the Wild. Comment down below what you thought of this game if you've seen it yet. Like the video, share it, and please subscribe to Pixel Talk if you haven't yet for more game reviews, movie news, game news, and etc. Thank you guys so much. I'm Corbett Stuckey, and this is Pixel Talk. I'm off to go play Mass Effect Andromeda now, so bye guys.